Hello, my sexy souls. How are you all doing? Alrighty, so we're getting our coffee. Coffee and tarot, y'all. If you don't like coffee, get you a tea, get your lemon water, whatever you freaking drink, okay? And let's sit down, settle into the energies, and see if there's anything for spirit now. As always, it is a general reading, okay? May or may not resonate. Don't try to Cinderella this shit to make it fit, please, okay? If it doesn't resonate, there's plenty of other messages. Sometimes it's just nice to listen to other people's messages because there's always something we can learn from other people and from spirit. So here we go. I'm trying to fill into what decks. Hold on just a second. If that just wasn't sexy. Look at that hair. Oh my god. Yeah, I look rough too in the mornings when I first wake up. Let's do this, okay? Alrighty. Oh, we're going to use Golden Universal. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Let's do this. Let's tap in. I am feeling a bit of like death card, Three Swords-ish, but not in the sense, it just feels like an ending, like an inevitable ending that because of that, something's left behind. And I feel like you might be a bit anxious about this. This is just coming through. Hold on just a second. Yeah, I feel like this is just some type of ending that's coming through for you. Something's wrapping up, and even when it is like, I'm just going to start living more authentically myself, you end up having to let go of the older version of you, which really is just integrating it, but it's just never the same. And so it's literally like saying goodbye to a phase of your life. This could actually be saying like a separation from people, places, and things, but it does feel like it's some type of ending that brings about this beautiful, because the death card is all about the phoenix rising, in my opinion. With every ending comes a new beginning. And I think it's just the anxiety of that, letting go of what you do know and allowing something that you're not as familiar with in. So that's the energy I'm picking up on right now. Let's see. Ooh, going after what you want, a passion that's been put in you by spirit. Oh, fuck. What? Bitch, what? Following your heart? Holy shit, something that's, abundance. You feel so good. This feels really fucking good. Okay, so yes, honey, there is a new beginning. It is one that really lights your fire. I want to say like a fire in the belly. Like you really feel really good about this and drawn to it. It gets you excited, but you also feel emotionally, here's the thing, not just emotionally drawn to it, because, it fills your cup up too. You're going to feel very abundant. Like you have enough energy reservoir is what I want to say, that you have so much that's going to be spilling over. You have a lot. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, so this is an inevitable new beginning. One that's going to happen. I mean, the Ace of Wands is all about having drive, motivation, passion, chemistry towards something, feeling really drawn, magnetically drawn, right? Like this is just something that's meant to begin and grow, something that you want and are taking action towards. And this particular path is something that really opens your heart up. It doesn't have to be love, guys. It doesn't have to be love. It can be just a path that you genuinely love and that you feel like your heart is lighter with. It's not going down that path where you feel lighter instead of heavy. And it's a reciprocal energy. Like what you're going after and what you're choosing to begin in your life actually brings reciprocity. So your cup it's always runneth over. It's never depleted, right? So why on God's green earth are we in the Two of Swords energy then? Because I feel like you haven't necessarily seen anything come in. Okay, these are the aces. This is the potential. This is what you're going for. This is what can grow and what the foundation is. You know what I'm saying? This is the beginning, right? You don't have any proof tangibly in your world just yet. And so you're kind of in the dark. That's why we have the moon card and she's blindfolded. It's like really passionately following your intuition on this and feeling called to something. But not really knowing 100%. And what I'm getting is to take a break from this energy. It's almost like you're trying to figure out how it's going to develop, how it's going to come in, how the next step is going to look. Maybe there's a portion of you that's like, okay, I'm doing this, but is it really going to work out? And so there's this contemplation back and forth in your mind, okay? Trying to determine which truth is accurate, right? Because in this, it's not necessarily the truth is somewhere in the middle, because when we have the swords that butt ends, this is more about, it's literally like, this could go great, or this could blow up in my fucking face. I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Or I'm having faith and trusting in this new path, this new beginning. And one truth is I will have all the necessary resources, and the other truth is I'm not gonna have shit. I don't know how this is gonna pan out. I don't know if it's gonna be beneficial. It's like not really knowing. Like there's two potentialities with this that you're considering, or two ways of looking at this, or a decision in regards to how you're going to do this. And you're like, there's two different ways that I could go about this, and I'm not quite sure. I don't know. I haven't made a decision 100%. That's your human questioning things, right? And Spirit's saying to take a break from that. You need to take a break. You need to meditate, take your mind off of whether it will or won't, and just allow things to develop, right? You're still in that waiting phase. The Three of Wands is all about waiting for your ships to come in. This is, I've done something, I've taken action towards something, and now I'm waiting to see how it's going to be received, right? You haven't gotten any information back yet. So of course you're going to be in this energy. Of course you're not going to know exactly 100%. You don't have the tangible proof yet. You're waiting for that to come in, right? You're waiting to see how this pans out in the tangible world. And you're only going to know how to continue and further to act on this once you begin to get feedback. This is like building a business, right? You finally fucking launch it and you're waiting to see, the first 3 months of business. Is the way that I'm going about doing this? Is my marketing working? Is this working? I don't know yet. I don't know yet. Right? And so you're kind of in that dark. You don't exactly know. You haven't made up your mind if this is going to really pop off, or if the way that you just don't know. You don't know. It hasn't come back in yet. But for crying out loud, in the meantime, take a break. Okay? Take a break, a mental fucking break from this. Let it go. Release it. The amount of time that you are spending mulling over this and hemming and hawing and trying to figure it out and being worried about not exactly knowing is depleting you of your creative energy. The only way to continue to have this motivation and this joy with what you're doing is to not murder the fucking thing in your mind, okay? Is to be present in the moment. And in the present moment, there's nothing you can do until you have feedback, okay? There's nothing you can do until you know how well this is going to be received. This is the waiting period, right? This is the allowing it to unfold as is necessary. So don't deplete your energies, because when this information does finally come back, you're going to need that reservoir, okay, in order to action accordingly, right? In order to make your decisions. Get out of the mental realm, take a break, all right? Do some self-care. Keep that well full. Let's see here. All right. We're gonna go there. In the midst of trying to pack up the house and everything, I have stuck the book for the Messenger Oracle somewhere. So these have been doing, which I think is meant to happen, obviously, because I usually read from this. But here recently, I've been getting more intuitively from it. I'm sure the book will show up when I'm meant to utilize that again. So we're just gonna go with this, okay, guys. A little perspective on the circumstance which you're dealing with at this point, and what is the benefit of just allowing yourself to be in the moment. And I feel like I also want to tell people who haven't necessarily taken any action about this, but this new beginning that's going to be inevitable, that you know could be beneficial to you, you may be afraid to decide on how to act. And Spirit's like, you're really just not going to know exactly how to maneuver anything. You can't decide that yet until you just do. And then you get some feedback. So rather than being up in your mental realm about overanalyzing and trying to figure something out and trying to determine exactly how you're going to do things, I feel like you might be trying to plot steps 1 through 10 now, and we're like, just fucking do step 1. Then you'll figure out how to do step 2. Like if you try to say this is the way it's going to go, steps 1 through 10, you're going to get knocked off kilter when step 2 comes along or step 3 comes along, and the feedback that you get says, we got to tweak this, and your inner human, your human's going to fucking panic. Okay. Oh my God. And then you'll get into the analysis paralysis. So they're just asking you to not overthink shit. Get present, get centered, and just do. You'll be able to know how to maneuver, right? Once you get some of that feedback from the universe, feedback from people, feedback from how well something is going to be received, right? That's why this is called the ships coming in card. So even if you haven't yet started this, just do. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Do I want to keep these? They said keep it over here. Okay. So we're going to just go over what we just fucking said. Whatever this is, this creation, this drive, this magnetic passion that you have, that your heart is so in, that will finally give back to you, this path, this whatever it is, you were born to create. Be patient. You don't have the feedback that you were expecting, wanting, or hoping for just yet. You have to wait for those ships to come in. Challenge your perception. Here you are, feeling like you've got to know absolutely everything. You've got to plot it out. And you're determining, man, I don't really know if this is going to succeed. I don't know if this is going to be well received. I don't know how this is going to pop off. I don't even know if the actions that I'm fucking taking. Whoo! That's all I hear. Up in the fucking mind. Oh my God. Okay? You are just literally with this. And you're just not going to know. you're going to have to be willing to tweak along the way how you're doing this. But you are meant to create. And you are going to have to cultivate patience in regards to this. And so therefore, take a break from your mind space. Get centered again. You will get out of balance if you stay in this energy right here. Get centered. Take a break from your mind space. Meditate, whatever it is that you've got to do, right? Meditation can be something different for everybody. But whatever gets you out of that mental realm and more into your body so that you can gain a different perspective on this. Remember, when we change the lens at which we see things through, nothing in our environment may have changed. Nothing in our world may have changed. But when the lens at which we see things through changes, our world inevitably changes because you never see it the same again. That's the point. Look at it differently. You don't have to know. You just have to have faith. Let two become one. This feels like a play a little bit on the Chariot card where you feel this in your soul, you know in your essence, but your human can't see all the steps 1 through 10. It doesn't have proof or knowledge that those steps that it has contemplated and come up with, that the preparation it has gone through will work. And it just won't. It won't. But your human needs to have faith that if it stays present in the moment, it will know how to navigate. Everything that comes in, every turn and bend, every little piece of new information that comes in, it can navigate that because you are in the present moment. If you play too much into the future and all the different timelines and possibilities that could happen and occur, you will remain stagnant and not make decisions very well, to a source, on how to maneuver. Because you will see nothing but everything that is weigh all the negative and positive possibilities. It will cripple you. It's not saying that you can't contemplate those future possibilities, but you definitely have to be in the present moment to know exactly what it is in this moment. In any given moment, these are the energies I'm dealing with. This is the circumstances. This is all that I can do for this moment right now. There's no way for you to be able to predict consistently all the time. Even with tarot readers, let's have a conversation about that. When I do my live readings, I talk to you all about the fact that I can only give you information based upon the timeline in which you are on currently. At any given moment, if someone's energies switch, change, or shift, the timelines that are open and available to you can then change. Now, some things in life are inevitable only because we are so already on the path and so in alignment with something that there's no, like, we're too far along on that timeline. There's no shift that could happen that would take us out of that timeline for that moment. Some events we have been on that path and in alignment with that energy for so long, it's happening. But most of the time when I do readings for you all, a channeler can see what is available to you based upon your current frequency, energy, and vibration, and those that are at play with you. So I can only give you the information based upon the moment. And you can choose to change your energies, your frequency, and your vibration based upon your internal realm and compass. Your lens at any given moment. So sometimes when people say, this is the most likely outcome, and then it doesn't happen, something probably shifted either within you or with a major component of whatever was meant to happen. So being aware of what the possibilities are can be beneficial, but the only true way to make a decision, to know how to maneuver, is to be in the present moment and act accordingly with that. And by doing that, you'll find instead of being stagnant, instead of an argument happening between your human and your soul, or your higher self, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, they will become one. It's a lot easier to get them to agree on the path to become one. That's chariot energy. That's rhino spirit energy right there. Okay. I hope this was beneficial with whatever it is that you're dealing with. If not, check out some of the other videos on my channel. And much love to you all. You have a fantastic day.